a bit more on boxes. Welcome back. So we're back on the boxes again. So we're trying to get 4 boxes done. Get these jobs done to finish the mowers. Since the last video, I've been doing 2 of the boxes, and that's the Dronsfield and the Camera Ladies Greens Multum and Parvo hand mower. So I'll zoom you in a bit closer. We'll go through what I've been doing, and then we'll get on to the next box. Right. So I think you've got a bird's eye view. So yeah, the greens. That's the Greens Multum in Parvo Camera Ladies box. So this one had 2 coats of red oxide. I used some wood primer for the sides, 2 coats of those, and then I've had 2 coats of the top coat, which I used on this. It's an automotive paint, and I was able to get a fairly good match with it. It wasn't one I could sort of seem to get a close match off the shelf, and I think if you go to an automotive car paint supplier, they do have a much greater range of colours, so I was able to get it fairly close. The paint in question, I've done a video on the machine anyway, and I think I've got it there. But if you're interested, this is a 66367 green, and there is another make up there, it says, which is a 29130 / I think that's B2, but this is a cellulose, and this was a matte finish, which I thought was quite appropriate for an old mower. Again, this was brush painted. Obviously we've got the original, well, not the original, but we've gone over and put some correct slotted screws in there to finish it off. But this one was original sides, original brackets, the metal work obviously I had to make up. So that's finished that one nicely. On to the Dronsfield. So the Dronsfield, again, this had 2 coats of red oxide, 2 coats of top. It's you know, it's not perfect, but it's come up pretty well. The paint I used on that one was this Universal, which is a British Racing Green. I got that off the shelf. I can't remember where I got it, but it seems to be quite a good paint. It takes a long time to dry, but it does go on nicely. I did use a good brush, but it does seem quite good. So as it so happens, I think the Dronsfield from original, it either was British Racing Green or very close to it, and I was able to get that off the shelf, so that was quite lucky. As I say, it's gone on quite well, and yeah, I think the box has come up quite well. As we've said, I did some welding on the bottom where the brackets go through, and I've really bashed it out as good as I can get it. But you know, it fits the mower quite well, and I think it looks good. We'll get you zoomed in a bit. You can have a closer look. Let's have a look. So yeah, I think it looks good. Finish the mower off. Be nice to have a transfer, but I think on this it's going to be a tall order to find a transfer. But anyway, it's quite nice. It's got the DB on the side of the box. And it's got a box of tools, so that's a bonus. So right, on to the next box. So let's turn you round. You're going to say, what have you been doing, or what are you doing? So this one is the Follows and Baits chain tennis. This mower, you can see it under the blankets, was restored some time ago, and I started the box, and as I always do, never finish them. So I'm quite keen to finish it, because this one will be a lovely box when it's done. You can see again wooden sides like the Green's Silence Messer. We've got some rather nice hanger brackets. As a friend of mine says, they look like spanners. I think he's right. So you've got those, and then on the sides you've got these rather nice ornate lifting brackets to be screwed on. They're rather nice with follows and baits on them. They'll be screwed on the side, so that will look rather nice. But again, this machine, I didn't have a box at all, so I've got nothing to go on apart from some friends sent me some drawings, and I was able to trace out the sides, which I used, I'm pretty sure it was beech on that. I traced them out, and I got our local chippies to cut them out for me. I was going to have a go myself, but you know how expensive hardwood is, and it wasn't easy to get those sort of sizes. So I got them to cut them out for me, and they've done a nice job. They've also put the little bevels down the side there that you can see that finish the box off. So they finish it off nicely. So we're getting there. The next thing is, and this is why I've got these sort of brackets bolted up, because I'm just in the process of measuring the width of the metal that I need. It's quite tricky to do it otherwise. So I thought if I get these sort of building type brackets, I can screw it, and then once I've got it more or less, I can measure and get an idea what my measurements are. And then the other thing that needs to be done is like the greens, which I always seem to struggle with, and one of my favourite jobs, it will need the same thing, is on the top of the box. It will have this bit like the greens, rod down the middle, and the metal neatly rolled, and again on the bottom. So that's a little job that will keep me quiet. I did find it quite difficult to do it on this box, as I said, but it needs doing. So that is that's the next step. So it's get the metal cut and then get these ends rolled. So there we have it. And the Suffolk box, I'll just zoom you in quickly. There's no change on the Suffolk box. I haven't started that, but will be the next one. So there we go. A little short video on the grass boxes. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.